How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. You can see I have two briskets in front of me. One was cooked fat cap up, the other was cooked fat cap down. This was kind of an experiment to see how this would turn out. Cooked them on the Old Hickory CTO using post oak, and they both look absolutely amazing. But I'm here to find out, is there a difference between fat cap up and fat cap down, and which one do I personally prefer? So before we jump in and taste these, let's go ahead and get this brisket prepped up and cooked right now. All right, so here are our two briskets. This one will be cooked fat cap down. This one will be cooked fat cap up. And you can see they look pretty dang good if I say so myself. So let's just get these seasoned up. I'm gonna slide this off to the side, bring in this disposable cutting board, and we will get these seasoned up. I also have some tallow that we're gonna smoke so we can put it in during the wrap. And then the rub today, I wanted to go with something pretty simple. This is 1.5 cups of coarse ground black pepper, 1/2 cup of Diamond Crystal kosher salt, 1/8 cup of Lowry's, and 1/8 cup of garlic. And that is what we're rocking today. I want people to be able to do this at home and decide from themselves which one they prefer. So we're gonna start off by seasoning the fat cap up brisket. And I did just trim these so they are very tacky. We should have no problem with the rub sticking. That's looking good to me. I'm gonna get that pressed in, and we will season the top side. Always do the presentation side last. Now we'll just get our sides. And there we go. That is our fat cap up brisket, nice and seasoned. Went pretty heavy with it, but that's because this is a heavy black pepper rub. You don't have to worry about over salting it. We're gonna get a really nice bark formation from this. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. And now we will do our fat cap down brisket. And I didn't weigh these, they're approximately the same size. I just eyeballed them. We're not getting too technical on this. I've just always wanted to do this video. Flip it over and get the top side, our presentation side on this one. And a little trick here, when you have this little bit of decal fat up here, you can always go a little bit heavier on there just to make sure that you're still building bark on it, because it is gonna start sweating as it renders, and we wanna make sure that we have even rub on there. Again, we're gonna get our edges. All right, and there are our two briskets. We have fat cap up, fat cap down. All I'm gonna do is get these into the refrigerator overnight, let this salt activate on there, let this rub set in, and then tomorrow we will get the Old Hickory fired up. I'll explain how we're gonna be smoking these tomorrow. I'm just really excited to try this out and see how it turns out. So I'm gonna get these into the refrigerator, and I will see you tomorrow morning when we're firing up the Old Hickory. All right, guys, it is the next morning. We have our briskets on, we have our fat cap up, our fat cap down, we have our tallow to render. We got the Old Hickory set at 225 degrees, and we are using some Smoky Woods post oak sticks. Love these Smoky Woods products, made in Wisconsin, made in the Midwest. Awesome product. They have charcoal, wood chunks, wood chips, pellets, you name it. Love these. So we're gonna get this closed down, rock at 225 degrees for probably the first few hours. We'll come back and check on it in 2.5, 3 hours, see how it's looking, make our temperature adjustments then. But now we're smoking. See you in a bit. All right, so it has been 3 hours since we've had these briskets on. You can see they're looking good. Might be a little tough to tell in the light here, but they're starting to get some nice color. We do have a little bit of curling going on here. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. This is strictly just to see if there's a discernible difference between cooking fat up and fat down that I'm noticing. Our tallow down here is rendering quite well. We're just gonna let it keep going. We're starting to build that bark. All right, so I'm just gonna take a quick temp reading because I'm curious. We'll start off over here. We're sitting at 124. and the fat down. We are sitting at 140 degrees. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rotate these briskets for even cooking. So I'm gonna move the fat cap up over to where the fat cap down is and vice versa. I'm gonna let them roll at 225 degrees for another hour, and then we'll probably come out and bump it up to 250. So I'm just gonna rotate these, shut it down, let it roll at 225 for another hour. We'll come back in an hour, we'll see how they're looking, and if they're looking where I want them, we're gonna bump it up to 250. So we will see you in 1 hour. All right, guys, so it has been another hour. Check out our tallow rendering there. Check out these briskets. We have some amazing color on there. You can see the moisture on the top. We have definitely hit the stall. They've pretty much evened out. They're both sitting around 150 degrees. The fat cap up one is about 4 degrees under. So now at this point, we are going to bump up the cooker to 250 degrees and let these go so we can kind of blast through that stall. Once we're out of the stall, we're going to kick it up a little bit more. We are going to cook these completely unwrapped the entire cook, and when we go to rest them is when we'll wrap them and throw some tallow in there. But yeah, looking real good. So I'm bumping this up to 250, and I'll bring you back when I check on them again and let you know how long it's been. But we are 4 hours into this cook so far. Very happy with how they're looking. See you in a bit. All right, so it has been another 2 hours. You can see these briskets are looking awesome. They are definitely sweating. We got some really good bark formation. Our tallow's rendering. So that was 2 hours at 250 degrees. Now I'm gonna bump it up to 275 degrees, let it go another 2 hours, and come back and see how it's looking. We may bump it up to that 280, 290, 300, somewhere in there, just to finish them off. Like I said, we are cooking these completely naked, and yeah, I'm excited to see how they turn out. So I'm gonna get this bumped up to 275, and we'll check back in 2 hours. All right, so we are now 10 hours into this cook. Let's check the fat cap up. Ooh, that's starting to feel nice. Sitting at about 190 there. Wow, that is starting to feel pretty nice. Let's check the fat cap down. Again, starting to feel pretty nice. Little bit of grabbing right there, if you can see that. When I go to lift up, the brisket is pulling up. I try not to have any of that. Right there though, you can see it, hopefully on camera, but that brisket is lifting up with this probe, so it's grabbing it essentially. I don't want that. But otherwise, I mean, everything's looking great. We got the bark development, we got the jiggle factor, everything is looking awesome. I'm starting to lose daylight here. I am just going to let these go, and I will let you know when they're done. Like I said, they probably won't get done at the same time, but I will let you know how long it's been. But I probably won't be filming anymore outside today. I did bump the temp up to 290-ish degrees, 285, 290, just to try and hurry these along. But that bark is starting to dry out, so obviously all the moisture that was expelled during the stall, the fat cap here is starting to feel nice and pillowy. We got some nice rendered fat over here, you can see. I mean, everything is well on its way. So the next time you see these, they will be in the house and we'll be getting them wrapped up. All right, so it has been just over 11 hours. Both of these briskets are done. They got done actually at the same time. I'm pretty impressed. If you look here, there is absolutely no resistance here whatsoever. I mean, there's a couple little spots, but that'll relax up during the rest. But man, they look awesome. They smell wonderful. In case you can't tell, this is the fat cap up, this is the fat cap down. In my eyes, they both look very aesthetically pleasing. So I'm just gonna let these hang out for a few minutes and let that initial heat come off of these. I'm just holding my hand above it and I can still feel it. The reason I'm doing that is because if we were to wrap these up right now, they would continue cooking from that residual heat. I wanna just let them breathe a little bit and take some of that heat off of them. So I'm just gonna leave them on the counter for a few minutes until I can hold my hands just above them and not feel that heat coming off them anymore. And then we will get them wrapped up. I have the tallow right here that's been sitting out. It's smoked, it's starting to solidify. So I'm really excited to get these wrapped up, get the tallow in there and give them a nice overnight rest and slice into them tomorrow. I'm gonna give them probably an 8 to 12 hour rest. I'll let you know that in the morning, but I will bring you back when we're gonna wrap these up, and that's all I got. We'll see you then. All right, so I have 2 sheets of aluminum foil here. I'm just gonna take some tallow and pour that right there. And I'm going to take the first brisket, which is the fat cap up brisket, put it right there. I'm gonna take some more of this tallow and just pour it all over it, just like so. Man, That looks awesome. Now at this point, I'm just gonna get it wrapped up nice and tight. Right, so we have the first brisket wrapped up. Again, this was the fat cap up. Now let's do the fat cap down. All right, there we go. There is our fat cap down brisket and our fat cap up brisket. Just gonna get these right here. And now at this point, I'm just gonna let them sit here and rest down to probably 150, 155 degrees just on my counter. It's gonna take a few hours. At that point, I'm going to get them into the warmer that is also set at 150 degrees, and we're just gonna do a hot hold overnight. I'm not gonna bring you back for all that. I don't think you need to see me put a brisket in the warmer. I'm not doing anything else special, so I will see you in the morning when it is time to get these out and try them. I absolutely cannot wait. See you then. All right, guys, so after an overnight rest, these are our briskets. This is the fat cap up, this is the fat cap down, and you can see they look absolutely fantastic. Feeling nice and tender. I'm loving everything about these right here, but it is time to see if one is better than the other. And I always cook fat cap down typically, so let's give fat cap up a look here. Let's just slice in and see how we did and check that out. Slicing like absolute butter. Look at that. Beautiful, juicy, rendered brisket. That fat cap looks really nice. We have some yellowness to it. It's very soft, and there is a ton of render in the fat seam right here. Check that out. That looks amazing. Let's check out the lean. Looking good. It's feeling a little tight, but that could be from the rest. I'm not too worried about that. Let's get these up. Keep them from oxidizing. And let's do the same thing on the fat down brisket. It's also slicing really nice. A lot of nice moisture in there, very well rendered in that fat seam. Even the fat cap, still a little bit of yellowing there. The edges aren't chipping, looks really nice. Let's check out the lean. Again, really nice, looks great. All right, at this point, let's take a slice of the lean right here of the fat cap down. And check that out. Nice and juicy, nice and tender, passes the bend test. That is a really nice looking slice of brisket from the fat cap down. Now let's take one from the fat cap up. Check that out, absolutely beautiful. Doesn't feel as tender as the fat cap down, but that could simply just be the brisket. It could have been the cook. Everything is nice and rendered in here though. It does feel a hair tight on there, but that's all right. We're gonna give it a fair shake here. This definitely could have been a cook thing for me, just not taking it far enough tender before I put it in the warmer, but hey, it looks really, really nice. So I'm gonna get those together. Check out that brisket there. This is the fat cap down one. Let's get a slice of the lean off of there. Man, that is beautiful. Look at that. Nice and rendered. Could have done a little bit better job in here, but that fat is nice and soft, yellow fat right there. That is a beautiful slice of brisket right there. I'm gonna set that with the corresponding slice. Again, just some straight up meat jello right there. Check that out. Beautiful. Let's take a slice of the fat cap up. Again, looks very nice, very juicy, nice and rendered in there. You can see this fat cap seam is quite a bit more rendered. Nice smoke ring on the bottom here. That is a beautiful piece of brisket. Check that out. Fat cap up, beautiful, looks great. All right, I can't wait any longer. We have our corresponding pieces here. We have the fat cap up, we have the fat cap down. It is time for us to do a taste test, so let's jump into it right now. All right, so it is time to do the taste test. Let's start off with a burnt end from the fat cap up. Right off the bat, great seasoning, nice saltiness, good smoke flavor from those smoky woods, post oak splits. That is fantastic. Let's try one from the Fat Cap down. Absolutely delicious. I mean, that is fantastic. They're both amazing. Let's try the Fat Cap Up lean slice. Just gonna go for that. Pulls apart, little bit of a stiffness there to it. Again, I think that was a me thing. I don't think I took it tender enough, but let's see how it is. Could have been a hair more tender, but if you were to serve this to someone, they would have no idea. It's fantastic. I'm my own worst critic, and I know I could have pushed this a little bit further to have the perfect slice tenderness of lean, but you know what? It is still delicious. All right, this is the Fat Cap down lean slice. Let's try that. A lot more tender for sure. All right, the lean from the Fat Cap down is definitely more tender. Really, really good flavor on it though. I'm not mad at that one bit. All right, we're gonna go for the slice of fatty from the fat side up. And you can see, man, that thing is just tender as can be. So I'm gonna go for this barky corner bite right here because it looks amazing. So let's just go for it. That is absolutely amazing. Enough said. Let's try the Fat Cap down one. Same spot, same bite, same slice. Let's go. That is fantastic. Man, this is really tough here. I like the tenderness of the Fat Cap down, but I'm not counting that because I think that this one was either the brisket or I just didn't push it far enough. So that criteria aside, I don't think there's a discernible difference. They're smoky, they're salty, great flavor. I don't think I can pick a winner. Here's what I will say though, and it's always my recommendation. Put your Fat Cap towards the heat source. If it's below your meat, put your Fat Cap down. If you have an offset and you have that convection going over the top, put it up just to help protect your meat. But most of all, cook your food how you like it. There is no one in this world who needs to tell you how you should be cooking your barbecue when you're the one paying for it, you're the one putting in the time and everything else. Just because I do something one way and someone does something else another way doesn't mean it is the wrong way. However you, your friends, and your family enjoy your food is how you should be cooking it, and don't let anyone try to tell you otherwise. I'm very happy with both of these. I would be more than happy to serve either one of these to my guests, and I know that they would enjoy it too. So I guess at the end of the day, with the Fat Cap up versus down battle, it's your preference. I'm not making a decision on this. I'm very happy that I finally tried this. It kind of verifies my thought process, and it's fun to try new things. We all get caught up in the monotony of barbecue and trying to do everything a certain way. But the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy your time doing it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.